is it a good time to let Die Hard die?
Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we're doing Die Hard 5, A Good Day to Die Hard, and the series wrap-up. John McClane travels to Russia to help out his seemingly wayward son Jack, only to discover that Jack is a CIA operative working undercover, causing the father and son to team up against underworld forces. And I'll tell you something, because I spent all the week doing all this other stuff, that is also from IMDb.
Well, I don't think any effort should be put into this movie.
I don't think... You know what?
To be honest.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
This movie, it's a shame. But we've watched like a fall from grace for this series. And it's a steady decline. We had the little...
There's a little
4?
A little camel hump.
Yeah. But other than that, this is a horrible film. This is not good.
It's okay. But it's
for
very,
you.
It's very forgettable.
This is like the most vanilla Die Hard movie you could ever have.
I don't even classify this as a Die Hard movie.
Yeah, you
actually
from
anything
4, 3 even.
From 2, 3 onwards. It's not Die Hard. Come on.
2's closest. No.
Die Hard. You got to be locked up in a building. You can't get any help from anyone else.
Yeah.
And it's you. You're a one man army.
Yeah,
and that's how the first one is believable.
You're right. Number 2 also has that.
He's free reign, walking in on an FBI and all that stuff, and
kind of right. Yeah, definitely. This movie it suffers from pretty much anything that is trying to develop character. John McClane is a sore excuse for a father figure. He goes nowhere as a character throughout the series. So because they're trying to make him such a hero, a guy from, New York.
He's just a detective from the previous film, isn't he? Yeah, detective.
Yeah, but he's a detective as well.
Yeah.
He's not gone far.
He doesn't work for the Secret Service. He doesn't work for the CIA.
No, FBI.
He doesn't work for the FBI.
You'd think at least the FBI at this point in time.
He's not even a commando. Do they have commandos in America?
Well, commando is like a
special forces
army.
Or Navy SEAL.
He's none of the things.
Yeah, he's just a regular cop.
But he's doing things that superheroes do.
Yeah, and it's better than his son who's working in the CIA.
So, I mean, look, in all retrospect, this film, it doesn't understand what it is.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't understand what the character is. And it's trying to do what the one series that has relatively succeeded, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
It's trying to do that and failing so much worse than them. Because they're not great. But at the very least, they now know what they are. And John McClane goes nowhere in this movie.
I'm not looking forward to the next movie.
For Die Hard 6.
Yeah, I don't know how they got approval.
I almost don't care.
Yeah.
Although, look, I'll say this.
We'll end up
Number
watching
4 was... we'll end up reviewing. Because we're absolute hoes for this stuff.
We're not going to kid ourselves. We'll end up watching.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I'm more intrigued for 6 for one reason. Len Wiseman's back.
Yep.
The director for number 4.
That's the only reason.
And
I guess to see where it goes.
I don't completely hate Len Wiseman. I don't mind...
Underworld,
the first 2 movies, and he's the one that directed those.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. Len Wiseman is also in the ranks of like, what is it? The guy that did Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Paul. But a little better.
It's not Paul Thomas Anderson. It's
Paul W. S. Anderson.
Yeah.
Which confuses everyone.
Yeah, there's like 2 other directors involved
Wes
in that
Anderson
name.
and Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's got to stop.
But
at the end of the day, this plot is super vanilla. It's super generic. You got your bad guy with uranium from Russia, which is super stereotyped as well. And kind of like, I don't know what the terminology is for being, how like we have racists, we have sexists. Yeah. This is like, I don't know, nationalists, like nationists. I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, it's still like this
stereotyping.
It's still like an America versus Russia Cold War thing going on.
Yeah, but it's horrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of padding with like the cab scenes and stuff.
Oh yeah, man, that scene was so uncomfortable.
But
it was so uncomfortable.
oh, it was so boring as well. I'm like, just continue.
This was a very plot-driven movie. Like, just he's here. Okay, let's do this. He's here. Let's do this. Or how can we get him to here? Oh, we'll just put him here.
Yeah.
It's very very forced, and I think it's very poor storytelling.
Yeah, for sure. But there is one person in this movie that takes the cake for the best, the MVP of the film.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
The guy that drives the blue car.
That's it. It's the blue car stunt driver, because my God, he gets nailed by that big truck.
Oh man.
Like almost like the military vehicle.
Yeah.
And he's in that car, and you can see that stunt driver in this little
It's like a
almost like a
ragdoll.
laser.
Yeah.
Like
It's
a blue
tiny.
laser.
A little Fiat.
Yeah. And he's in it.
Let's just give the movie a positive, and that's the action sequences.
It definitely is.
Actually, through the whole series, the action sequences are really good.
But this one has very specific scenes or shots that are good.
Yeah.
Unlike, I think, 4, which 4 has some really creative stuff.
Yeah.
But this one here has like some very specific action sequence scenes that and shots that are like really, really interesting.
Yeah, they're cool.
It's just unfortunate that they're so far and few between, and they're padded with just crap.
Yeah, so basically
around
you get
it.
your car scene in the beginning, and then helicopter scene at the end.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, there's like, I don't know, another helicopter scene.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
right.
too bad,
Yeah.
but still ridiculous. Well, at the end of the day, like, I mean, what can we say about this movie and its cinematography? Because I think that's an important part of this film, because it's very the action is very frenetic.
Yeah,
when it is present.
Yeah, the handheld scenes. I think again, it reminds me of Paul Greengrass.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's like 10 years late.
Yeah, it's erratic. It's still
Sporadic.
It's sporadic. Sorry, yeah, it's
Erratic and sporadic.
It's still easy to follow, but it's just too much. Like, I get it while they use it in like army movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
because that there is putting
makes
you
sense.
there. Yeah, but this movie, it's like there's a scene where in the beginning where this courtroom gets blown up.
Yeah,
right. You hear a backing track of all this audio of people crying and going crazy, but you don't see anyone.
Yeah, there's no one there.
Yeah.
There was people there before.
Yeah, and it just somehow disappeared.
Then
Like,
it's just gone.
Yeah, so...
And knowing that, there's actually a really bad cut I never said there, where it cuts back out to John McClane, and he's not on the ground or nothing. He's just got his phone in hand again, just talking. And you're like, was he not just next to an explosion?
Yeah, there's a few scenes like that in this movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, the cinematography, it's just a standard.
It's super standard.
Yeah.
It's super mediocre.
Yeah, the grade they use, they got that sort of teal skin
my
color.
God, I hated the grade.
Yeah, you didn't like it at all.
I hated the grade. It's ugly. Ugly grade.
Yeah, that didn't really bother me. Again, it's just a really standard film.
Yeah,
and
super
it didn't make
standard.
the cut for me for good tasting brisket.
Yeah, but the most embarrassing, the biggest problem with this movie is John McClane's character as a father. Already you have this character who supposedly is not present in his son's life, and then tries to help his son, and then belittles him in the middle of like what is pretty much him being attacked.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that they put that in there.
It doesn't hold up today.
Actually, even in the opening scene, when he's firing at we forgot to mention that in the thing.
Yeah.
He's just out of nowhere. He just bursts into a yell and starts firing at the target.
Oh yeah,
That was so weird.
he just unloads the whole clip on the target.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. The way it comes back down to the progression of John McClane. It's just poorly done.
Yeah, it should have been like he should have been given more as a character, in the sense of when after 3 he should have been put into a higher command or something.
Yep.
He should have been given more reign, because like sure, yeah, he's a street cop, but he's also dealt with the worst terrorists and villains in this world.
I just wonder in the next movie, let's say they do listen to all the reviewers.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people have said that, but let's say they put him in command.
Yeah.
And somehow that command center gets infiltrated because they want John McClane.
That makes more sense. Like,
It
I
does.
mean, I think if he was Secret Service at this point, this movie would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately interesting. But, because you could have had, like, a White House down scenario, like you said in the podcast. Check out the podcast.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's not, and it just makes it feel like he's a superhero, but a normal guy.
Yep.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, is it a good time to let Die Hard die?
It is. It's time to put it on vacation, as one would say. let the running theme for this movie. I'm on vacation. Put Die Hard on vacation. It's done.
How many times did he say I'm on vacation?
I don't know. It's uncountable. I don't have enough fingers.
Yeah,
it's time to let this series.
And that's why
end.
I guess we're not keen for the next one, even though we're still going to watch it because I'm just intrigued.
I'm intrigued for Len Wiseman.
Len Wiseman. That's it.
That's literally it. I'm not intrigued for John McClane.
But you know what?
I should be intrigued for.
If I watch the trailer and he's been promoted, I'll probably watch it.
For sure.
If not, if it's the same sort of street cop landing in the wrong place at the wrong time, I don't know. I think I might have to pass on it
and leave his kids out of it.
Yeah.
If you do bring back Mary Elizabeth Winstead, that's it. That's only character I care more so about. Yeah. But even her though, leave his kids out of it. Yeah. Bring back Holly.
Bring back Justin Long.
Yeah, bring back Justin Long. Make him a guy that he calls up and has to hack into something or something.
But I don't know.
Other than that, bring back Kevin Smith. Nah. Anyway,
bring back Hans Gruber. What?
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Very final thoughts.
This series, it's had its day.
Yeah.
And again, I'm a strong believer of Die Hard is when you're stuck in a building, that's Die Hard.
Yes.
There's one man, just like in White House Down.
Yeah.
You got to rely on someone to make good of the situation.
Yeah.
And that's Die Hard. And that should have been ended after one. Don't make a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So to me, that's it. That's it for me.
Well, yeah, I think this film here has run its part and the series has done its job. And it really should have ended. I mean, 4 was a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, it was a super stretch. But I think it should have ended a while back. Your score for Die Hard 5?
Yeah, score for Die Hard 5 is a 5.5.
5.5.
It was a 6, but after talking about it, it's...
I gave it the exact same score as you, 5.5. This series, especially this movie, is not good. It's not a good movie. There's nothing great about it. Yep. Giving a series rundown, though, the score rundown.
Yeah.
Dan, Die Hard 1 at 7.5, Die Hard 2 at 6.5, Die Hard 3 at 7, Die Hard 4 at 7.5, and Die Hard 5 at 5.5, giving you a 34 out of 50.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 68 out of 100. Easy.
Yeah. For me, Die Hard 1 at 9, Die Hard 2 at 7, Die Hard 3 at 7.5, Die Hard 4 at 8, and Die Hard 5 at 5.5, which, if I remember, I don't have it written down here, was a 37 out of 50. Yeah, because I think it came up to 74 out of 100.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're pretty close.
Yeah, I think.
Relatively close.
Yeah. Between a 6 and a 7 mark, I think this is where the whole series sits.
Yeah, between a 6 and a 7.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd put it. I wouldn't put Die Hard any higher than that. Yeah. And it's because number 1 is so good, and then the rest of it is just so boring compared to the first one.
There is good parts, but other than that, would I watch this movie again? No.
Nah, I wouldn't either. If I watched the series, I'd watch 4, and then I'd leave it. I wouldn't even watch 5.
No.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out Neon Radio Podcast for more in-depth spoil-filled reviews.
Please check us out on Facebook and Instagram under Neon Radio Reviews. Send us a DM. Any movies you want us to watch? Wow, that's like a tongue twister, wasn't it? Want us to watch?
It's a struggle city doing these endings.
Yeah. But if you want us to watch any movies, to critique them or to analyze them, we can do that.
Yeah. And Dan, can you take us out for the week?
Mate, Die Hard is on vacation. Goodbye.